Right, so as you've seen, I've got most of the rear end parts to go back onto the car now, and they're refurbed and looking pretty good. However, now we get to the bit that I really don't want to do, to be honest, which is start looking at the underside of the car before even considering putting any of that stuff back on. What I need to do really is give it a really good clean, attend to any rust that might be there, and I'm sure there'll be some. But before I can do that properly, I need to drop this fuel tank. I really don't want to do this because I know it's going to end in tears. However, I think it's an absolute must. First things first, I think we need to drain this fuel tank, and you can see the drain plug right there. It'd be good to know how much fuel we're actually going to need to drain out, but sadly, when I jacked it up quite a long time ago, I wasn't thinking ahead, and I can't open the bonnet to connect the battery back up. From memory, I think there's about a quarter of a tank. We're over half a bucket now. Each bucket's 12 litres. I'm just here poised in case I have to cap this off and move on to the next bucket. Well, that was deceptively easy. It was about a quarter of a tank in the end. We've emptied about 12 litres out into jerry cans. I've just put the drain plug back in now, and the next step is to find all the bolts that hold on the tank, get them undone, and drop it. Okay, I think the best way to go about this is to start with the fuel filler neck, the rubber hose there, the heat shield, and then look for the bolts all the way around the tank. Let's crack on. Right, so with the central heat shield removed from above the exhaust, it gives you access to all 5 bolts that are holding on the fuel tank. Luckily they all came out and we didn't have any rounding. It was bloody awful, but it's now on 2 axle stands. So the next thing to do is to pop up the rear seat, unplug the wiring that sends the fuel level and the pump. The way. Looks like someone's been in here before. And that might explain the fuel smell I noticed in the cabin. Right, so that's the fuel tank out. That was a bit fiddly. We had to sneak it past the exhaust again. We'll probably end up just hacksawing that thing off at the end, so it makes it a bit more interesting at least. Generally, the condition of this tank's better than I thought. There's a few bits of surface rust here and there. Mostly, it's just the coating peeling off it. So I'm going to give it some TLC, clean it up, fresh coat of paint, and I reckon it's absolutely fine for reuse, so I'm going to get that restored up. So in the next video, you'll probably see me working on this tank, and then we can turn our attention back to the underbody of the car. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of thing, please do consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up as well. Cheers.